I'll say this about Elon. You know, Elon is from South Africa. If
Yes, and they
people
want
didn't
nothing
know.
to do with them.
Yeah. But there is a segment in South Africa to this day that believe that they are the true Africans. And after apartheid, when they signed that agreement, um, and that was because of Mandela,
Hmm.
when he wanted to kill all these motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah. And by any measure, it should just been a bloodbath. They
Hmm.
just should have been, whatever. Um, so, now you have a certain segment, and I don't think it's a large segment. I think it's very small. It was just probably just like, a photo op of these white South Africans saying that, um, they want to immigrate to America because, the South African government, which is black now, has
Right.
taken their land and they're committing genocide against them, which the South African Supreme Court found that there was no truth in that, which I believe,
Right. Hmm.
because that's what I believe. Um, so I say that because that's the type of person you're dealing with when you're dealing with Elon Musk.
Right.
Um, a person that hasn't been elected. They call him a special employee of the government, something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Hasn't been elected. No background check. None of that shit has
yeah,
been vetted. Yeah.
and like I told you before, nobody in this cabinet can pass an FBI
Background check.
background check
Hmm.
investigation. They just can't. That's why for they 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 just didn't do it.
Right.
They just didn't do it. And you know what? The crazy thing is that you can request um you can request from the FBI if they ever open an investigation on you. You can request your FBI files.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I did, and they said we don't have any files on you. So
You're
I
not
guess
that important. Okay.
yeah. I just wanted to know. I was like,
Right.
man, fucking credit all fucked up. What's going on?
Right.
Somebody got it out for me? What? You know?
Yeah. So when like he okay, so like during the inauguration and like I mean to me it looked like a Zeke House, symbol to me. Um,
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
totally. So for like anybody who was like, well, that's what that it wasn't that. Let's just let's just let's just do a little role playing here, okay? And say that I'm some dude, that Obama's got at the inauguration, and I'm doing whatever signs,
I
whatever.
just do this. I just raise black mouth this.
Right,
You
exactly.
know?
People like it's like, oh, is that a gang?
Oh
This or
shit,
that?
yeah.
You can't do that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, like you
yeah.
saw. I mean, like you saw the way they reacted when like he was on the campaign. They found out about his association with Jeremiah. Wright. They went the fuck off about that, and so here it is. You got a guy throwing up, which is obviously Nazi salutes.
You know what? You know what, Ja? At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this: every Black American that can should be armed legally.
Right.
All of us. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a country, like you said, we fought the Nazis in the fucking 40s and shit.
Yes.
And we discussing this shit now of
Hmm.
did he do a
We got
Nazi?
one hanging out in the White House
Yeah,
with the president of the
yeah,
United States.
he did. That's what he did. That's not. It ain't no debate about that. That's what
Right.
he did.
Hmm.
You know, we know his lineage, we know his background, we know his thought process. Um, uh, we know all of that about him because he's told us.
Hmm.
You know, he didn't lie to us. He told us.
Yeah,
Just like Trump. Trump told us. He said, "Look, you know, this is what I am." He showed us.
yeah,
And guess what? People just still willingly walk to the fucking line.
yeah.
You know, walked up to that slaughterhouse. He said, "Hey,
Well, it's not going to
I'm
affect me.
tribute.
I'm going to be okay.
I'm
And
tribute."
yeah. And that's another thing too. It's just crazy how a lot of these people thought that, well, it wasn't going to affect me. And I was like, well, it was. Like he said he was going to do all this stuff. Like you feel you're special because you're white, or you may be perceived as
Yeah,
white back in your country.
yeah, yeah.
Because and listen, don't get me wrong. I'm cool with Latinos and stuff like that, but I'm going to say this: a lot of them, are considered white back home in their home country. Okay, and they think, okay, well, that's going to carry over here, and guess what? It don't. And then for I guess the people who are, for my white brethren and sisters and stuff like that who are here, they thought that, okay, well, that doesn't mean us, but here's the difference. You're poor, just like the rest of us. Your middle class is just like the rest of us. You're not ultra rich, rich, and guess what? They give two fucks about you. All they
Mhm.
wanted was your vote to get in office, and you're going to sit there and suffer just like the rest of us are. Welcome to the club. How's it feel to be black for a day, or for a week, or for 4 years?
But they're gonna find out.
They're going to find out for sure.
They find out now.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna find out when you can't get your roof put on.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Well, that plus, so here it is. They're going through and gutting forestry and probably FEMA and like everything else. So, we're coming into tornado season
Mm.
and hurricane season
Oh no,
and
fuck
and,
that
and,
shit.
and fire
Fuck
season. So, who do you
that
think?
shit.
I guess at the federal level, now they fired all these people, are going to be out there taking care of the stuff.
Elon going Elon gonna fix
Well,
it. DOGE is gonna fix it for the
so we're going to have half
we
the
gonna
country on
find all
fire.
this waste.
Right.
All this waste.
And guess where he's going to put it?
Government right.
Right in his fucking pocket.
That's right. We gonna get it right.
Oh man, you motherfuckers sold us all down the river. All of you.
Gonna get it right.
Yeah.
Trust in Elon. Oh my god.
All right. Well, until next time,
Okay.
you have a good one.
Hey, take it easy, bro.
All right.
Bye.
Good night.